Give me flip, says ObscureLifeForm. Philian says, give them the bow right away. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the semifinals, Game 2. On the left, Gammachuu, represented by the file name Pichu High, and some really cute sprite. Days Cloud, what is that cute sprite?
I think we call that one like little Hylian. There we go. There's the word. But yeah, Pichu, basically. Gammachuu trying to be as cute as possible on his way here. He's up one game. We're in game 2 here. This is Link to the Past Randomizer tournament. Semifinals. Winner of this best of 3 is going to see Dante here in the finals. This is... I mean, this has been a long time coming, but man, I'm a little excited for this. How about you there?
I mean, there have been no free runners in the tournament for like 4 rounds at this point. But you know, these two, they know what they're doing. Game 1, we saw both runners put up really impressive times. Gammachuu somehow outrouting a really strong route from ObscureLifeForm. Nothing is off the table here, folks.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking we're gonna like you just gotta strap in. Like basically, we're gonna be sitting here for the next at least an hour, and it's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to see some amazing things here, and I'm kind of hoping for another one of those really fast seeds. But you know, knowing my luck, we're probably going to have some sort of craziness. As it looks like we're waking up, and Uncle is doing his best Navi impression. It sounds like.
Okay, no, I'm out. I'm gone. I'm done. Have fun.
Okay, take care of yourself, man. So we're going to get a quick little map check here. We got a, what was that? That was a pendant over there on Eastern Palace, and that was a 5-6 crystal up in Hera with another crystal sitting over there in Desert today.
Okay, so I actually came back because I was going to give this seed another chance, and then it gave me that layout of pendants and crystals, and I'm done.
You're done again? I'm pretty sure we're going to get a bow here. Oh no, we got the 10 bombs.
Hey, no, we have bombs. I'm here. I'm here for this. Okay. This is good. This is fun. We're gonna have fun with video games today, kids.
Ah, nice. Fun with video games. The best type of fun.
Oh my god, so much fun.
Okay. Yeah, no, so like you go through this first part when you've got the bomb pack, and oh god, it's the bomb pack on the guards as well. You go through when you get the 10 bombs, you get a little worried sometimes thinking, oh god, like what happens if I mess up like one of the rooms here? I'm gonna be down to like 2 bombs or something like this. I won't be able to open the back of escape, and then you get boots, and it doesn't matter because you can just smash into the wall with your face.
Oh, zoom. I'm so excited. I'm also just, you know, in the interest of keeping this race close, I'm excited to see boots. We almost saw things go sideways yesterday because Gammachuu wasn't checking Lumberjack as early as he could be. Not going to be an issue, I expect both runners to just make that check right at the start. Yeah. Oh, this is exciting, folks. We got boots right at the start. Obscure, that's not where you put the bombs.
I mean, it works.
not the first time.
Well, not the first time, but I mean, okay, I guess, yeah. He did get through it there. He did have to kind of lead the guard in a nice little ring around the rosy game there, but got through, no problem. So Gammachuu with a insurmountable lead right now, and yeah, I guess we'll check back in later.
What does that word mean?
Insurmountable?
No, lead.
Oh, lead. Ah, yeah. I was about to say, I was like, which one are we talking here? Oh, hey, look, Ice Rod.
Oh, yeah, that's good. We can use that to kill the blue guard in the... Oh my god, Gammachuu, yes! Yes! This is video gaming. Oh.
Ooh.
I'm having a really good day. I hope you are too, chat.
This is a good time right now. Now the fun thing with that ice rod, if we want, I'm kind of hoping that we freeze the guard down here. I mean, let's freeze the guard.
Throw the guard. No. All right, Obscure. You can do it, Obscure. I believe in you. All right.
Yeah, no, I'm out. You're oh wait, oh yes, did it.
He's gonna do it again. Oh no, he only needed one. Okay.
Yeah, he hit him with the shot first. So,
is that the stupidest trick in the game? Possibly. Is it super fun? Heck yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what it comes down to. Is like that freezing that guard there is doing temperature damage. So you just when you launch that guy there, it's fantastic. It's just the best way to do it, honestly, because it just feels so good. You know, using another guard as a weapon, just one of the best things you can do in the game.
Mm-hmm. And hey, if you've ever looked at the possible items for the escape sequence and you've said, hey, why isn't Ice Rod allowed? It's because Ice Rod does not kill green guards. It does blue guards, as we saw. But there's that one guard that'll open a door that prevents Ice Rod start.
Yeah, and then I think also it freezes the rats as well. So I mean, like there's all sorts of like unfortunate problems with the Ice Rod there. I mean, now the other thing with that is we've got this early Ice Rod start here. You're kind of going, what are we going to see here from our good friend Turtle Rock? Does this mean that we've got a pendant? I think it almost assuredly means we're going to have a pendant, doesn't it?
I don't care about that. We saw someone throw a guard. That's why we have the Ice Rod in the game.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. We can just use that for this. Now, if I've seen some people that are saying, oh, well, Gamma didn't use the guard as a weapon here. There are, oh, hey, a glove, okay. There are a ton of like little magic jars back here. Not a ton, but there's more than a couple. So that if he wanted to, he could have gotten the magic right back.
So, viewers, if you're new to Link to the Past Randomizer, the important thing about a glove here is that if Gammachuu doesn't have any bombs when he gets out of escape, or to the back of escape, he can return to the back of escape quickly by lifting up that rock in the graveyard. Or, he can just bonk through the wall with his boots here. His choice.
I think using your face as a demolition item there is the way to go, especially when you get the moon pearl out of it. So yeah, that's gonna be. So we're 2 out of 3 items that we need to get into the dark world here, and we haven't even gotten out of escape yet.
No, we haven't. Obscure had actually some trouble in that key rat room, missing with the Ice Rod and then having trouble getting the bombs to land. But hey, as long as you get it to work, it counts. We are just going to see him a bit late coming out of escape here.
Yeah, it's not a big deal yet. I mean, at this point, there's 500 things that are still going to happen in this seed, and unfortunately, we don't get the hammer or the mitts there in the sanctuary chest, just the boomerang. So we're not going to be in Dark World from the word go. Now the real part of the game gets to start here, and we get to start figuring out where's the rest of the items. Okay, so it looks like bombs on our stun prize today.
All right. Obscure not going to Kakariko by the North route. Instead, saving and quitting back to Link's house. We're going to see South Dark World with this gear. We're going to see early Eastern play.
Well, we're going to Sasharala, it looks like, at least. Okay. I mean, this is... Gamma's going to die to this bird. Ooh, that was a bit close there. So, okay, we find out that that our friend Bush Crab here, he's dropping 20 rupees. Just, dang, Gamma got like something like 200 rupees off of that one Bush Crab. Kind of impressive, but also Gamma has to be kind of careful, because if he takes any sort of damage at this point here, he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. As get a quick information here that of course Thieves Town is our green pendant, because that's the way it has to be in these seeds.
I dislike this.
That was a way to do it for sure.
All right. Well, he's trying to get more rupees.
Border
Crab has 7. None of that.
Oh man, this is getting very, very.
All right. Ped check.
Ped check.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Did Obscure make it over to Saha's hut?
Yeah, he did, and he got absolutely nothing out of the back there.
Oh, cool.
Basically the only thing that he got was information that you could go ahead and put Thieves Down as our green pendant today, and so that kind of affects maybe your Dark World routing just a little bit, but yeah. And so anybody here who was hoping for Ped, sorry, nothing today.
Okay, but what if we just wanted to pull the Ped for the money?
I mean, you could do that.
Would
I
it help
don't
us win the tournament?
I don't know if it would be the most convenient, good play to do as Gamma goes ahead and saves and quits.
Days. You don't have to spare my feelings. You can call me stupid for proposing that.
I'm a nice person though.
Too nice in this case. So
It'd be
there's a bottle.
though.
It would be. So bottle in the forest and also bottle in the tavern. So Obscure manages to get the nothing off sick kid nice and early, and Gammachuu doesn't want to run out of the woods, so is also playing to early Easter. Wow. Okay. All right.
I see. I think, quite honestly, I feel like there's might have been some metagaming going on between these two. Like Gamma was talking yesterday about kind of being I feel like Gamma went ahead and got very familiar with some of Obscure's tendencies, maybe, and so that's why I think we're seeing these kind of not typical routes. I mean, they're not wrong. They're just not something that you see a lot of runners do.
I mean, if you're gonna save and quit out of the western part of the map, save and quit out of that forest drop down. That actually takes way longer to walk out of than it feels like it should.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what all of these guys are doing here, because I mean, to be completely honest, Kakariko's had nothing.
They're not finding anything really.
No.
Like, whoa, we got a bottle. Whoa, it's got a fairy in it. Whoa.
I mean, I'm not going to say no to that, but at the same time, yeah, no, there's not even anything here in Blindside. Like I've been wanting to like get excited about. Oh, look, we found something, but
we're so close to Dark World access, and that'll open up the seed in an almost scary way. But we're not there.
Yeah, no, right now we're just kind of watching them pick up a whole bunch of items that you can't get any more of. We're already maxed out on our arrows and our bombs, so it's like, okay, well, that's great. And Bottle Vendor's got just a piece of heart, so South Shore, or maybe it was that hilarious play where you actually did want to go independent Eastern from the start. That was the right play to make. And neither of these guys made it, and will probably feel very silly afterwards.
You know, if the game had just given them a bow, it would have been a lot easier to go independent Eastern. Huh?
Yeah. No? Yep. Oh.
I guess we are a fire source and an actual weapon away from clearing desert at this point.
Yeah, true.
Or, true.
once we get the book on Obscure's side, you can just walk into desert and do everything but landmo. So that's an option.
That is something we could do. I mean, with no fire source, we can't complete it yet. Now, I'm just kind of curious here. Obscure's going to go back into the Lost Woods, right? He's not going to go climb the mountain, is he?
Right?
Like, because the problem is the one thing in this area was that book sitting on the mushroom spot that opens up desert, which he's now gonna miss.
Huh, okay. Alright. That is a direction that it is legal to go in this video game. The rando police are not going to stop him.
It is definitely a decision here. Like skipping Lost Woods right there, skipping those two is, I mean, it would definitely work here. It is kind of bringing me back to where Obscure at one point, he did try to go, he got a ferry in, I forget which match it was here, but it was a couple matches ago where he tried to go for the ferry hover revive over the, over that gap. I'm wondering right now if he's planning on doing the same thing, because
that would be a wild play. I know of it. I've never seen someone pull it off live.
He pulled it off. He pulled it off on like the fourth attempt. On the time that I got this. So I'm like sitting here kind of going, is this what he's gonna do? The mountain so far not having anything to help him out with.
Well, I'm not even convinced it's a good play, but now I want to see him do it. Looks like he's gonna save and quit.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that was a game. It was against Jet, right? Thank you there, Philly. It was against Jet in game 1. He pulled that play off. And man, yeah, it was it was wild to watch him go for that. He was trying to avoid Aga, and I don't think it actually helped him, unfortunately. So finally, South Shore here. We get an Ether Medallion. That's an item, and wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
All right.
So what happened to all the items? Like, what did like
Ganon randomized them, moved them all around the world. There's some intro text about it. It's a whole bit of lore.
Oh,
yeah.
That's what this game's about.
Yeah,
oh.
Just like don't press any buttons when you power on your console, and you'll see that text.
Oh dang! I've been doing this for 3 years and I still haven't figured that part out yet.
Yeah. Sometimes when you get to the Ganon fight, he actually insults all his minions because he did all that work, and the minions still couldn't stop you. But
well, it looks like we ended up going ahead and finding. I'm trying to keep a straight face here, failing miserably. We found Mitts. We found Mitts there under the dam. So we've got a little bit of Dark World access there over on Obscure's side. Gamma is setting up a water walk here, so we're gonna start poking our way through here. We've got enough money to go up to Zora. I imagine we're gonna be headed that way.
Yep. Maybe an island check first. Skip the hobo, as everyone seems to do nowadays.
And yeah, nothing in Agina's cave either. So on our way up the way here, we're gonna go first into the waterfall, waterfall fair here. She is gonna give us red potion. Okay. I mean, better than like nothing, I guess. But you know, it's still, you'd kind of be like, oh come on, you could have given me a blue potion, couldn't you have? All right.
Watch this dash line, folks. Gamma's just going to dash across the entire screen. It's really easy to set up. There, that's how you do it. If you have Water Walk in Zora's domain, I don't want to see anyone who watched this match dashing multiple times rightwards to try to line up the right pixel. You just use the slope and go. Yeah. Trust me.
Yeah. You just basically dash and then let the thing take care of it there. Funny thing is, I think even if you bonk into the wall, like just to the right of Zora there, it bounces you back onto the the shallow water there, so you're fine. I think. I'm trying to remember if that's right, but either way, so Obscure went ahead. He checked King's Tomb while Gamma was up there. Got himself a Cane of Burna, so if he wants, he now has a weapon that can kill blind. He just needs, a full magic jar to do that, and perfect timing.
Yeah, you know what he didn't do? Was pick up that book in Skullwoods. Or sorry, Lostwoods. He just didn't go get the book. It's there on the ground, and he didn't even go on that screen.
Yeah, you're right. He didn't do that again.
It's fine unless he needs it, in which case it's very much not fine.
I kind of feel like there's a chance Gamma might show us if he needs it, because we're headed over towards the desert area on his side. I don't think this is just checking Agina. I imagine this is let's go into desert really quickly, see, at least get the big key, and hope that maybe I come back here with the flute and stuff. Gamma wanted to run around that little, land feature. Okay, understand.
It's, yeah, I mean, we'll see. If Obscure pulls a flute and a mirror here, then, unless there's something on the tablets, the book is totally useless. But early book like that, I start going,
Oh, I get very nervous very quickly on that one. Yeah, because that just seems like something.
Probably why we see Gamma over here, but
watch it be something simple though, like a sword or something in here, and then at that point you start feeling pretty interested in what you got. This Gamma's just using the boomerang there to go ahead and get the stun prize there, and got that kind of slowly keeping his bombs at a higher number there. It's one of those things where you don't think you'll run out until you actually run out.
Yeah,
and it's a big deal.
bomb management is harder than a lot of new players give it credit for.
Last thing you want to do is just end up there at some point, look down, try to use a bomb, and then realize you don't have one, and then get yourself in a real bad situation. First item there out of desert is just a heart piece, so doesn't look like Obscure is going to be missing anything yet. Only one more item, only one more chest that Gamma can open out of here. Well, first we got to check the torch. That's right, we haven't been there yet. That's just compass.
So Obscure did the front of Skull Woods. I think he got at least one item. Well, I know he got at least one because he got the lamp. Did he get both?
Right. Now he got the lamp. That's it here. And where is Gamma? Oh yeah, Gamma's got to go. Gamma's gonna go run his way out of desert now. He's gonna go over to Agina. He's not gonna get anything out of that. But Obscure on the other side, he got some. Man, he got the hook shot there out of the brewery. So we've got hook shot. We've got a glove. We've got mitts actually, and lamp. So starting to make the mountain look a little bit tempting.
Yeah. Seems like a good play. Looks like Obscure's gonna just skip Thieves Town at this point. Just not go in. Don't even open the door. I like it.
I do too, because I mean it's a green pendant. If anything, it's a pendant you don't really want to go in there, unless you're forced to, and you know if you can save a little bit of time.
Have we seen people lose entire races because they never went into Pendant Thieves Town? Absolutely. Have we seen people win races because they didn't waste any time in Pendant Thieves Town? Absolutely. You know.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing with Rando. You're gonna make a decision. If it's the right one, hey, congratulations, you're fantastic. If it's not the right one, then you're sitting here after getting knocked out of the tournament, like I am, and cheering on some other people. So. Go team go.
Yeah, I love Team Go.
Very, very, very highly underrated team now. Obscure got to be a little bit careful here, down to 2 hearts running through this area. Pretty much everything over here is a one-shot for him. Looks like it's going to be okay, though.
There's nothing there. The enemies just ran off. Okay.
They all decided to go to the left, and he had to go to the right. So hey, you know, a little bit of luck never hurt anybody there. Because those bomber guys are just the worst here.
So we're seeing Gamma actually linger on the map check this time. Red Crystal, Skull Woods, Pendant Turtle Rock.
You got that ice rod early. It means it's pretty useless. So, yep. Anyway, Obscure going to be heading up the mountain now, so we're going to attempt to get some things from all of this area here. We got Paradox Cave, we got Spiral Cave, we've got Hookshot Cave, we got Super Bunny Cave, we got Spike Cave. If we find Hammer, we're going to be doing some things. Feels like the seed might actually decide to break open a little bit right about now.
Hey, Days, you know what's a fun fact?
What's that?
Since we got that lamp, and we've got Burna and bombs, Lambo's in logic right now.
Oh god, you're right.
I hate it. Why do I say things? Delete this. But it's out there, especially with half magic.
Well, the half magic, yeah. The half
that's
magic,
gonna make the blind fight easy.
And we do have the ice rod. So ice rod actually on Landmo is something that, you know, works.
Oh yeah.
Even more though. We've got fire rod, we've got a sword, we've got bow. Okay, let's go 5 for 5. Come on, you can do it. Oh, heart piece. And 100 rupees. I'm okay. Not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah, we'll take that. And now we get to see a fish jump across the pit. Well done, fish. Man, so that's, what does that open up at the moment here? So that opens up, honestly, not that much.
Motula.
Yeah, that's it.
Motula. And Gamma's gonna death warp out. I mean, are most nights?
Yeah, I mean, it opens up Eastern. You can you can be assured that you can actually go into pod now. Like you're not going to get full locked out. But
that's a long run for pendant pod without, or sorry, crystal pod without hammer. That's a long run.
And the other
pendant
thing
pod, I do it because I don't care about the hammer there. But.
Right, of course. But I mean, like the other problem here is that we don't actually have a way over to that part of the world yet. Like, you'd have to start doing some shenanigans to do it. Like we don't even have AGA access at the moment. So like we don't have flippers, we don't have a whole bunch of things that would get us over there. So pod doesn't seem like we're supposed to be going. But I would not be shocked to find the hammer and the flippers over there.
Now I'm wondering if Obscure is going to pull a Master Sword up here or a cape, and then suddenly, boom, pods and logic by beating Aga, in which case runners can both save 5 minutes by just hopping, or, find the flippers.
Yeah, flippers,
right
now everything's in logic and there's no problem.
Alright, easy game.
Alright, so what is our medallion requirement for the dungeon that we hope we don't have to go into today? That is going to be Bombos over at Turtle Rock, so yeah. Hopefully we never find that. Alright, Hookshot Cave, what do you got for us here? Okay. Ooh, mirror. Okay, so now we can now we can get to Tower of Hera as well. So that probably see Obscure do that in just a second, and yeah.
Okay. That makes Pyramid very accessible, except for the fact that we can't technically get the bomb over there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You can glitch the bomb over there.
Oh yeah, you
can dupe it and you can do other stuff, but. Interesting. Yeah, it's both 5-6 crystals.
I would kind of like to see that, if we're being honest, just because it's fun. They would bring me back to the first ever commentary that I did, where that was actually required. Well, not required, but that was actually the play. But well, I don't know. Yeah, you're giving me warm, fuzzy memories right now. I like it.
It's it's not even that hard to dupe. You just hop into the water and then mirror when your bomb counter reaches 0.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get the timing right, but just mirror when it hits 0, and bomb will go with you. And easy.
Yeah, it's surprisingly lenient there at some point, but yeah, well, I don't know. It's still early to start hoping for that there. We still have the possibility that the hammer's just sitting here in Tower of Hera, but so far, a whole lot of nothing. Mm-hmm. And it looks like there might be something in the basement.
Yeah, we saw one item on the floor in the cage right at the start.
Let's get real nervous about this here. This is going to be the most fun, not Mothula, but Moldorm fight that you could possibly have. They're trying to do this with the fighter sword.
Yeah. So, Dej, what's the trick for fighting Moldorm?
Don't get knocked off. Don't go down the center hole. Kill him before he really makes you angry and start saying bad words on stream. Something
well, now
like that.
I'm embarrassed to say what mine is.
What is yours?
Mine is just that the tail's always going to go where the head was. So if you want to know where to swing so that you can actually hit the dang guy, just watch where the head's gone, and the tail will go there soon.
Oh, okay. See, you were given an actual answer. Okay, I was just.
I mean, you were too. Don't fall down the middle hole. That's devastating.
I mean, that kind of goes with my general advice on the seed, where on being good at this game is just don't die. That's all you have to do. Just don't die, and you'll generally be all right. So Obscure takes down Moldorm while we were sitting here being silly, and looks like unfortunately we got an item down in the basement, so we are not gonna be skipping that. Looks like. Setting up here, getting rid of all of these things, setting up an arrow there, and now we're just gonna sit on these basically crystal switches and wait for these tiles to smash up against something. I don't know exactly what it's smashing up against there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go get a coffee. You want anything?
I could probably use a cup. Thanks, man.
All right, cool.
All right, take care of yourself. See you in a minute. So we're gonna just keep counting down here until we finally get through. And with the fire rod, we can do this a little bit quicker.
And meanwhile, we see Gamma doing all the same stuff.
So what? So Gamma has done, like, I'm trying to think about this. Gamma's done Lost Woods, which is silly to say. So Gamma's done Lost Woods, so he knows right now that that the book is available to him. And now I'm thinking, now that Obscure's got Fire Rod and Sword and stuff like this, and Mirror, he's probably gonna hit the Lost Woods at some point here. I think he was about to do it right there, and then he just remembered, oh, I have Mirror, I can just do it when I get in.
If he doesn't do it at this point, he's forgotten, which probably you don't want to see, unless it's fine.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's gonna do it right here. So like, Obscure's being like he hasn't gone out to Ice Rod Cave, hasn't gone to Desert, hasn't done a handful of things, right?
Right. He's actually only gone to. Well, I shouldn't say that. He has gone to fewer useless places than Gammachuu has so
That's
far.
Very good way of putting it there. Gammachuu has been more, I guess if we want to say, more thorough with his routing. But I guess we'll have to see now. Big thing is Gamma does have book, and he's up on the mountain. There's Ether Tablet right next to him here. He can at least go over here and read this. This could be important. Probably it's not, but it is funny game.
Time for a change of clothes. Here's 20 rupees. All right. All right.
So, for those of you who are not aware, we are playing hard difficulty settings, which means that that mail that you're seeing on the tablet is not actually mail. It's just if you go up there and you held the sword up, and down from the heavens would not come a nice new pair of clothes. It would just be a nice green 20, which nobody really needs.
No, somehow Gammachoo's back at over 600 rupees, despite having gone to Zora.
Now, Obscure having to deal with Mothula here, which is not a fun fight. Oh man, just also kind of getting caught here, but with the on the spikes.
So it's 16 fighter sword slashes. Half as many if you get spins.
Okay, we got problems here.
Oh, he's got a fairy, right?
He's got a fairy, yeah. He's got a fairy?
He's got a fairy.
I think so, yeah. And okay, so yeah, that spike's gonna get him there. But yep, there's the fairy. So he's gonna get 7 more hearts here to kind of take on Mothula. See, like the hardest thing you want to do is when you're fighting Mothula, trying not to rush, because sometimes Moth is just going to be an absolute jerk, kind of like how he's being right now, where he's just hanging at the top, not giving Obscure even the time of day, but finally takes him down there. So nerve-wracking fight there on Obscure's side. But that's going to be crystal number 2, as Gamma took down Moldorm while we were all clenching there, and he's got his first crystal. Whew.
That was a really well handled Moth fight. Like, it's just not fun, but Obscure managed to do it. Gamma's gonna have a much nicer time. Right? He just uses Fire Rod because he's got half magic.
He's got half magic, yeah.
Gamma won't have the fairy in the bottle, but it's probably fine.
I would take, if you're gonna give me extra Fire Rod shots there, I can probably handle Moth with that. What has he got there? 10 hearts or something at this point? So yeah, he's gonna be all right. So Obscure finally picking up his book at this point, still saying nuts to the Lost Woods drop down here. So,
I like that little dance he did back and forth of like, do I go check ped? Do I check ped? Okay, I guess I check ped.
All right, so we're gonna get a save and quit from there. Okay.
All right.
So are we? Oh, I guess we're gonna go to desert now because yeah, with fire rod and with a lamp, he can go and do it,
Nope.
or we can change our mind.
Yep. Is he going back to ether to make sure he doesn't know?
Are we just gonna go back into the other?
Is he getting the drop down because he realizes he never got the drop down?
I think what he's doing here is he's gonna route in mirror checks and Smith chain. I think.
Ooh, I hope not.
Feel like that's where he's gonna go, and then
Okay.
he's gonna do that because he's gonna be able to route that in with desert because he's gonna go all the way around. Maybe do that, or he's gonna go and do super bomb.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, there's options here. We're gonna have to see exactly what Obscure does because I'm sitting here scratching my head exactly about which of the like 3 or 4 different options he's about to do.
I can see the Smith World Tour. It looks like he's going that way. I can see this play. Like, it's a bit slower to actually get to desert, but you get so much done along the way.
Mm-hmm.
It's that. It's what I like to call, the efficient full clear. If it turns out you got nothing, you just wasted a ton of time. But if your opponent comes back here later and does these same checks without grouping them all together, you're actually at least gaining time on your opponent that way.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing with this is that he'll be able to hit, like, Cave 45 on the way and stuff, so he'll be able to get a couple of things. He's going to start with 10 arrows, which, yeah, not really what you're looking for, but, something will likely come of this. Either peace of mind, knowing where things aren't, or maybe something actually good.
Yeah. No, one really nice thing for Obscure here, he's actually going to make up time with regards to desert. Because he gets to do all of desert in one trip, saving out on an entire... Now, it's a run, not a walk that Gammachuu had to do over to desert, but, it's not insubstantial. Even just, like, opening up desert feels like it takes forever. But let's not talk about that. Let's watch this Moth fight.
Oof. Man, Moth, again, just both runners just not... Moth not giving either guy any space there. Gammachuu finally gets them down. Had an easier fight, but even then, it still wasn't fun.
No.
Now, it looks like while we were doing that, it looks like Obscure might have pulled a Master Sword there out of Cave 45, so that means he's now got Bombo's tablet up here, so this route really kind of working out for him.
Yeah. That comes in handy, and unless... There we go. Having trouble lining up the purple chest. But unless Gamma does that... kind of goes for Smith right now, we're going to see a sword difference for a fair amount of time.
Yeah, I kind of feel like Gamma might come down this way as well, or he might also like go the north route, get the Graveyard Ledge, and work his way over to Catfish. I like there are options right now on both sides, and it's just like I don't know which one is the good one to go. So we are headed into
I like this.
Swamp.
I like this.
Yeah.
Okay. When you don't have hammer, there's only one item you can check in Swamp. One useful chest. And it takes a while to check it, but this is the only time it isn't absolutely awful to check it. It's still bad to check it right now. It's not a good, quick check, but it will never be less bad.
Yeah, like there was one of the qualifiers that had a hammer in this basically technically second chest of Swamp, right? Because this first one is guaranteed to be a key. And there was a gigantic, I want to say probably about a 10-minute difference between those people who actually did this kind of crazy, qualifier level check and those who didn't. Okay, so Obscure is going to go open this, and yeah, that's not bad. that's a blue potion. You'll take that, but time investment, not really worth it.
No. So now we're going to see Hype Cave, because, he hasn't done this. We're just seeing Obscure do.
Yeah, no, he's
Wait,
been
no,
there.
no. Oh, is he doing Pyramid Fairy?
He's got to be doing Pyramid Fairy. So we're gonna get to see the bomb dupe. It
Yes.
looks like, which is gonna be fun. All right, now he's gonna have to nail it exactly. There's a couple of ways that you can do it, but yeah, most of it, pretty much all of it, comes down to. We're going this way.
This is the slower way of getting there.
This is the much slower way of going there.
This is a very long walk. Made slightly faster with hook shot, but still not fast.
This is really slow. Like the other way that he could have done that is if he had jumped into the water there, swam to one of the places where you can do one of the shallow water locations there, and mirrored when the basically when the timer went to 0. It that will dupe your bomb, and then you can, as long as the bomb is in the water, you can swim with it. It's no problem. Just don't hit A. If you hit A, then the bomb will arm.
So he's setting up a water walk?
Yes.
So this might be a case of like, maybe he knows about the way to do it over Dark Lake, but he isn't as confident in that setup. And he feels really good about setting it up this way.
I imagine that's what it is.
So by going about it like this, he's like, yeah, maybe this is slow, this is painful, but at least he believes in himself.
Yeah, this is before we found current jumps and everything else to go ahead and do this. This is the way that you had to originally skip Aga back in the old days. And so I'm familiar with this version, but man, like Obscure I would say Obscure had a bit of a maybe a bit of an advantage over Gamma at this point before he did this, but like just the sheer time that it took to walk all the way over here. 2, 1, oop, too early, way too early. Okay, he's gonna be doing that for the next like 10 seconds here. All right, there he's going. He's good.
Guess better too early than too late.
Yeah, no, that's true. You don't want to lose it. So, all right, so now we're going to get to see over on his side whether or not this was worth it. Gamma on the other side he's going to go ahead and kill Landmo. Which I kind of expected Obscure to do when he was down there. He could have saved his portal just underneath the where the Bombos tablet area is, and he could have done that first, but well, either way, we're over here now. So Pyramid is the hammer.
Okay. That worked out fairly well for him. Pyramid Fairy itself, not great, but at least it brought him to this hammer, if by an extremely circuitous route.
Yeah, I'm very, very, very surprised about everything that just happened there.
I'm just glad he got something out of it.
I mean, the funny thing is that if he had just like swam around the lake and come over here, gotten the hammer first,
yeah,
and then he could have done the big bomb and not have to take. I imagine that took like probably a good solid 2 minutes to have done that.
Yeah, that is a time sink. And yeah, he got hammer, but we'll see if that's enough. Ooh, Gamma missing a lot of fire rod shots. Not what I expected to see.
Well, gets it in the end there.
Yeah, it's a 2-cycle landmark.
And there's a flute.
Alright, so we did need that book. And does that make us just Kana, Samaria, and maybe a Meyer medallion from Go Mode?
Yeah, we don't know what the Meyer medallion is at the moment, but yes. Yeah, that would be it at the moment. It seems like, because I mean, eventually Gamma will end up on the pyramid. I don't know when, but he will end up over there at some point. He doesn't have that many options remaining.
Huh. So he's gonna go activate that, as you do.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see here. I mean, probably heading to I guess if you've got Flute and you got the mitts, you're probably headed down to Misery Mire area here pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think you want to scout that medallion knowledge as soon as you can, as quickly as you can here.
And I don't know, yeah. So we get Powder there on the Bullock side of Pod here. Gamma is fluting away. He's going to Misery Mire. So we're going to get the first idea here. I guess we do have Ether Medallion right now, and I believe Obscure should... No, Obscure has not been to Mini Moldorm Cave yet, so he does not have the Ether Medallion. I was just about to say, I was like, there it is. And yeah, it's Ether to get into Misery Mire. So yeah, we're Kane from no mode, I guess.
Yeah. Obscure will surely eventually do Mini Moldorm Cave, right?
Yes, I mean he did Swamp
Right?
and walked all the way around the world first before doing Mini Moldorm Cave. So yes, he will? Question mark. I mean, at this point, I'm sitting here watching this race, and there are the anime question marks just pinging around over my head right now.
Gamma not going into Misery Mire. I know that's a thing some would do in this situation, just because, hey, if you have to search the whole thing for the big key anyways, you might just find your Kane along the way. But there are, of course, other things for him to check out, like Hobo.
This is something that we haven't seen, so yeah, this could very well be it. In my mind, I'm kind of thinking we might be heading towards a Canaan like Ice Palace or Swamp Palace or something like that. Just seems likely.
Yeah.
Now, good news about Kane being our go mode item is that basically takes Turtle Rock completely out of the equation. Like, we're never going to be setting foot in there. So even if you find Bombos at this point, sweet, great, no big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, if Obscure found both Red Cane and Bombos here in Pod, he could dive into Turtle Rock. I would have words. I would have words if he did that before going back to, going to Desert for the first time.
Or
Mini
even just
Moldorm Cave.
Mini Moldorm Cave at this point here. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out exactly.
I would have opinions.
Like, why would you do that? But
You wouldn't. You wouldn't.
No, you shouldn't. But I mean, this has been entertaining. I'm gonna give it this. This race so far has been very entertaining, even if there has been some like quizzical sort of moves being made. But
You say even if. I say especially because.
Yeah, that's probably the better word there, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Okay, so I think Gamma's going to get his way up here. So Gamma's route's going to be a little bit cleaner here, I think, since he's going to get up to Catfish at first here. So we have not seen what Catfish has, and it's one of those locations that everybody hates to go to just because of where it is on the map. There's not really anything good around it. And this could be a pretty big moment if this is the item that we've been looking for.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of saying right now with Obscure, one of the things is he's been known to do this sort of mini Moldorm skip. Like, he's done this a couple of times, and I'm stunned that it's working, that it's worked so well for him.
Yeah.
But he's in the top 4, so obviously he kind of knows something that we don't.
He can get away with it.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, at that point, just I can sit here and be a little confused, but he's the one playing this far and getting this far, so he's done well, is what I'm saying.
I mean, if it's an item you need right at the start, you'll get bottlenecked there. And if you don't need it till later, like with Ether, you go get it whenever. I appreciate the switch to bow here, so that he takes the second half safely.
Yeah, he went ahead and activated the basically his super speed there, and which gave his hammer a little bit of extra reach to the north there. But yeah, Helmosaur still can hit pretty hard there if you start missing. So yeah, switching over there gets him his third crystal. So we're now even on crystal count. Although Gamma does have that flute, which is kind of a big deal. I'm kind of wondering exactly when is Obscure going to find that, because I would imagine we're headed to Swamp here.
Oh, yeah, you probably do Swamp first, I guess. I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, just which direction does he go after Swamp here? Because he can go Mini Moldorm Cave to Ice Palace after that, which is, you know, a huge amount of items, or he can head directly to Desert Palace from here for... So Obscure never went inside, right?
Inside what?
Desert Palace.
No.
Yeah, he didn't have both for the longest time, right?
Right.
Well, at least we're going to get to find out exactly if Swamp Palace has got, you know, something nice in it. Like we're looking for Kane, but the other thing that I think both runners would really like would be a better sword.
Oh, we're gonna get one of those.
You think so? I mean, it is Swamp Palace.
It's Swamp Palace. It's
yeah.
I've been told that this is Swamp Palace.
Always a sword in Swamp Palace. That's the thing we're supposed to say, right?
That is the scripted response, yes.
Ah, yeah. Okay, good to know. Good to know I'm not messing up anything.
I don't know who wrote that script, but that's the script we follow.
I mean, I wish that wasn't so unbelievably true that
yeah.
But I mean, we've played this game before.
Yeah, I guess we have.
Once or twice.
If you haven't played it, chat, why are you watching the semifinals of this game without ever having played it? But, you know, just check it out. It's pretty fun. You too can learn the memes, like there's always a sword in Swamp Palace, and sometimes it's fun to skip Mini Moldorm Cave, I guess.
Yeah, until the hour mark, because you'll sit there and make the commentating crew just start scratching their head. And
I wouldn't mind. I'm just scared because it's Ether.
It's kind of a big deal, and yeah, I mean we're being a little flippant about everything, but I mean this is, you know, Obscure is racing for his life right now, and so him pulling out the win here will take us to a game 3, which would be preferable, I would say. I think for a lot of people it'd be a lot of fun, either, you know, regardless. Oh, he left early.
Did he just flood the key?
He flooded the key, yeah. No.
Oh wait, it's fine. This isn't 2019. We can flood keys.
Yeah, no, we've got a trick to do this here now. I don't know how he sets it up with the sprite, honestly.
No, you can't. What?
I mean, like I'm like, what exactly is his visual cue on that? I mean, I imagine it's the shadow, but
clearly it's working for him. But you know, I want one pixel between the top of the bottom of the stairs and Link's head, and that's just not happening with that sprite.
Yeah, no, that's kind of that's my thing. I know that people are always like, oh, you should use the shadow. You should use the shadow. It's like, I don't use the shadow.
Not for that.
No, I use the top of my sprite because it lines up perfectly with the line, and then it's easy. But yeah, no, I mean, if you are learning the game, yes, you probably should learn the shadow, but, you know,
it's just so divorced from anything that looks reasonable. Even more than Diver Down already is. It's divorced from anything that looks reasonable inside the game engine.
Right. It's just
you stand here and then you go on the wall. What?
Yeah, it's just you don't want to actually stand close to the to the place that you're jumping into it because of the fish. You're just saying you've got like this. Looks like you could put an entire one of the skulls there in between them. But hey, sure enough, whatever. If it works for you, it works for you. And as we've gone on in this, yeah, it's been working for Obscure most of this tournament. All right, so now we get to see get to see it one more time, and finding exactly where he wants to go.
It's Switchcraft. Don't ask your parents, kids. They'll tell you when you're older.
So far, no sword in Swamp Palace today, but we've got ourselves 2 blue goos.
All right.
I mean.
Oh yeah, one on the earlier trip and one now. There's a shovel that could turn into a sword.
And I think the interesting thing is, I don't believe we've seen a big key yet.
Ooh.
So we might not have to come in here. Alright, Gamma's going ahead and getting into his Helmosaur fight there, and yeah, that's a nice quick kill on his side there. That's a bit faster than I think Obscure was able to do it. So that's going to be crystal number 4 for him. Now over on Obscure's side here, he's going to go for crystal number 4 here against Argus. Got to get into the nice double puff strat, looks like.
Yeah, this is a hard strat. Just to be able to charge your sword, but not have it go away because you accidentally poked a puff is actually rather challenging. So props to him for consistently getting that.
And yep, there he goes right there. Takes him down, and then good news. Okay, looks like that big key is going to be locked inside the chest today. So there we go. We're set over on Obscure's side. There's crystal number 4 for him, and we are still looking for that Cane of Samaria. And yeah, that'll be that. And looks like we're going to go out the desert, so Obscure's about to go ahead and get his flute. And okay, so the interesting thing here, he went ahead, he put his portal down at the bottom here. Putting his portal there means that when he comes out of desert, if he wants to, he can hop directly back into it there. I don't know if that's necessarily faster than saving and quitting and going immediately back there. Kinda hard to tell. We're gonna have to see exactly.
Yeah. Not sure what he would do with it. Fairly certain he's not going to use that at all. He's going to take the flute and activate it.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's gonna get the flute right at the end of this. So the entire thing, this entire thing is completely a moot point. But yeah,
well, but you know, he did it for a reason because he doesn't know he's getting flute here. He's probably hyping himself up to go back to Mini Moldorm Cave. Sorry, finally go to Mini Moldorm Cave after Desert Palace.
One of these days, I'm gonna have to try to do the Obscure route here and just not go to Mini Moldorm Cave until an hour into my seed and see if it actually works or if I lose by like 30 minutes.
You'll find 3 swords there, and you'll just hate everything about it.
That sounds so like the seeds I play. So now Obscure's going to save a little bit of time here because in desert because he's coming in here. He's just going to have a one trip through this, which will be kind of nice. Gamma's going to clear everything in swamp. Now he might not go left side. There's only he knows there's only one item he's looking for, and it's gonna be an interesting decision on his point and his point of view to decide how much do you really want to do here. He's been really thorough so far.
I think this is, a reasonable time to get more aggressive Go straight to the back if you want it, and then decide after Argus if you really want to go back into the dungeon or not.
Yeah, I mean, because you're going to be coming in for one item, and in Gamma's mind, he doesn't know that the big key is just like locked in itself there, and going to left side would be not necessarily, you don't get one of those really bad situations where the big key is locked on left side.
Yeah, you don't want to go to left side just to go back to the middle. So maybe that just makes him go, not worth the time.
And we got that shovel as well, so I mean,
yeah.
we've got additional checks to do. It just, man, I just don't know. I think if I'm Gammachuu, I'm probably skip it, or I don't know for sure. I mean, I'd have all of, you have all of
I think he does the skip.
Yeah, it's probably the way you go with it.
One item from Go and so many other dungeons to do. And, just playing the odds. You're probably safe to skip it.
Probably, yeah. As Obscure goes ahead, he takes down Landmo extremely quickly there, gets his flute. Nice kill on his side for sure. Almost got the 4 the ice rod shot kill there on Argus, but just the same, still takes him down. We're tied up on crystals again. Both runners have 5 crystals. We now have the exact same crystals on either side here. I'm trying to think. So Gammachoo's been up to the north side of Hyrule with Catfish and the other one, Graveyard Ledge there.
Mm-hmm.
And Obscure has done left side Swamp, so like both of them have like a little bit that the other one hasn't done. But other than that, we're pretty equal.
Yeah, there's a lot of kind of trades. Gammachoo's done Front 4 Thieves, Obscure's done Pyramid Fairy.
Mm-hmm.
Gammachoo's done Hobo, Obscure hasn't, because he was walking the long way to Pyramid Fairy. Obscure is going to do Mini Moldorm Cave first.
Hey, alright.
Hey, yeah. You'll love to see it.
Now, so we're going to Mini Moldorm Cave first, but we're not checking the medallion requirement for Misery Mire.
Oh yeah, the medallion requirement for Misery Mire doesn't matter if you have literally no medallions.
I hadn't really thought about that, but you're right.
No, maybe you go check it because you're like, oh, hey, I can do it. But there's Kane.
Yep.
That's that might do it for Gammachuu. That might just be.
That's a pretty bad location for Obscure, because he's not likely to get back there anytime soon, because he's going to go ahead, he's going to full clear ice, and he's going to have to do it the traditional way, which one good thing is we do get to see the fish do an Ice Palace bomb jump. The bad thing is that Gamma's going to get to be able to do Icebreaker, which is going to save a good amount of time.
I mean, it saves, 11 seconds if you're not clearing the dungeon full, if you're just go-moding it. But if we're seeing full clears, a lot more. Gamma's still, I expect, going to open a bunch of chests, because he would love a Tempered Sword.
I mean, even then, though, like, he's not going to open... I don't think he opens anything that's not immediately on his path. Now, when you're doing Icebreaker, there's a lot of chests that are immediately on your path, so...
Ooh! Apparently not the Pangator chest.
That requires a little bit of effort. So, I mean, you've got to have it completely on your path, I think. I mean, it minimal effort, granted, but I mean, it does require a little bit.
Yeah. I guess minimal can be too much.
At times. Like, how much do I carry right now? Minimal? That might still be too much. Okay, so we're into this now. Obscure's gonna have to do the fun part here, and Gamma's working on getting this. Not having any luck getting this 1 pixel to the left there. Finally gets it. Rewarded with a compass.
It just looks so silly.
Oh no! He fell off at the end.
It's just so floppy. He's just flopping around. Okay, he's just gonna bomb jump. That was an impressive first hover.
How do you judge this right now? Honestly, with this,
don't.
I mean, using this. I mean, okay, yes, everyone's gonna start saying, "Well, you use this shadow," and I'm like,
yeah, yeah, you always should use the shadow for this bomb jump. So that's easy, but.
Oh man. Okay, so you can see basically right now. Here's the difference between Icebreaker. This is like Icebreaker versus Ice Palace bomb jump when you're having to full clear the dungeon. This is the difference right here. Like Gammachuu is dropping into Cold Stare right now, and Obscure is gonna walk back upstairs to go ahead and try to get a little bit more stuff there. And nice, at very least, attempt at getting most of the oh my god, that was fast.
Oh,
I couldn't even finish the sentence.
Well done.
Yeah, so that was quite good over on Gammachoo's side. Crystal number 6. Yep, and we're gonna be heading to Misery Mire now, I guess. Wow. I mean, Gammachuu set that up about as well as you can. He got the splash damage off the fire rod shots there, and man, if you do that right, you can wreck those cold stare puffs really quickly, just exactly as he showed. So he is in go mode right now. He's going to be hoping to hopefully get a Godmire here, but we're going to see in just a minute. Going to get a frozen bird first.
I mean, if you look at Gammachoo's timer, it just switched to red, so apparently he missed a split or something. Probably comparing against his best ever rando run. Is he doing that great today? If he's not beating his personal best?
I mean, yeah. If you can't,
yeah, he still is.
He's still doing okay. Okay, good.
Yeah,
just making sure.
Yeah, nice Mire too.
Every time I see that fish do a bomb jump, I just kind of part of me inside smiles.
I actually missed that because I was enjoying Gamma's Mire 2. You know, the great thing about Mire 2 is that it's actually really hard to do right, but when you do it right, it looks like insane flailing. Like you're just standing there spamming in all directions and then everything dies. And it turns out it's actually really precise and it's easy to mess up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when it's done well, it just looks a bit silly.
It's fantastic, and when you hit it right, that feeling, that's a really nice feeling, because you get everything going exactly the way that you're supposed to. We got a nice Godmire here.
All right.
Takes an additional hit to those spikes because why not? And we're on to fight. What's his face here? Vitreous there.
Yeah. Yesterday we saw Gammachuu do spooky action glitch in the dark. This time he's got a lamp, so he has got no excuse not to pull it off.
Yeah, and one thing is he'll be able to skip that very first room, which is probably one of the harder areas to do it because you got this annoying spike in the way here. Now Obscure, unfortunately, with not having half magic, is going to have to do this the less fun way. Getting a couple of good hammer shots in there. That's kind of nice.
Yeah. That's not great. That's not great.
All right, yeah, gonna burn the blue potion here. Get the fire rod back out and say, you know what? I'm gonna kill him from over here now.
All right, easy enough. Slower than he'd like, perhaps, but it'll work. And we're gonna see Gammachuu pull out that cape and just stand and spin to win.
Yeah, if you ever want to do the easiest kill in history on Vitreous here, you can put on the cape and then just start slamming the button there, because you do that, you don't drain the magic drains extremely slow. It doesn't matter anyway. Vitreous is dead. Just took 8 arrows there, and I guess it is time for us to head up the mountain, because it's time to climb Ganon's tower.
Whoa. Okay. So pendant dungeons that you had to set foot in this seed.
Zero.
Right. So on to Ganon's tower.
Yeah. I've seen a whole bunch of numbers in chat for some reason. Guess this is where we kind of played the GT Big Key guessing game. People are putting in numbers here, but yeah, you can go ahead if you want. Get your number in between 1 and 22, where you think the GT Big Key is going to be. If you get it right there, we're gonna not say anything probably.
Yeah, Ack's gonna go back through the chat logs and check for anyone who put down the right number.
Oh, sweet.
They don't get a prize, but Ack's gonna go back and check for them. So that's nice.
That's helpful. Yeah, so you know, go ahead, join the Discord there, and you can find out what if Ack found your number, and there you go.
You know what I love about Quick Swap is you can hookshot through the first block there in Super Bunny Cave, which is the easy clip to get.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to mirror the second block, which is both faster and also way more consistent, because I think the hardest hook clip in the game is that second Super Bunny one. And if you mess it up, you feel bad that you're taking the stairs.
Yeah, no, that if you miss that second one there, it really just kind of makes things not a particularly fun time.
And if you don't have Quick Swap, you're like, I'm going to stay on hook, because I don't want to mirror just on the off chance I'll miss the clip. But if you got Quick Swap, you just swap and it's free.
Yeah, and it's done. Now, unfortunately for Obscure here, making the wrong decision. We're headed into Misery Mire to hopefully find the cane that is sitting in Hammer Pegs right now.
I like it. It's the direction you probably should be going. I have no idea why Gammachuu went to Hammer Pegs, but it worked for him.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. We'll have to ask him here in a minute. I mean, I'm trying to think exactly, like, just maybe make sure that if it's there, you don't horribly last location it, because to be honest with for Gamma, he didn't really have a whole lot left. Hammer Pigs was just kind of sitting there by itself, and if he didn't go over there, then I don't know when he would have been over there. Either way,
any
it
other time
really worked out.
Any other time, kind of. Yeah,
oh,
it's always inconvenient to get to.
Right.
That's a good tempered sword in GT though.
Yeah, no, he's definitely going to take that one, and it looks like we're going to continue on left here on Gamma's side, as haven't found the big key quite yet. Still got 2 keys, so there's a handful of places it could still be. But we're going to keep opening chests until we can find out. Turns out, not the map room today. Yeah, unfortunately for Obscure, there's a pretty good chance that he's going to be seeing Gammachuu done before he finds that cane, because he's still got a handful of places he needs to go. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see him dip into Thieves Town after this, looking for it. It's gonna be kind of a rough thing there. So, on to Rando Room over on Gammachuu's side. We're gonna open up these 4 chests. Still looking for big keys. Not gonna have any silvers today since we are playing hard mode here. As we're just kind of cruising over on Gammachuu's side. Well, that's a mushroom.
Why do they call it the Rando Room?
the rando room is named because you will never see that room outside of Randomizer. There's no point to go in there.
If you're doing a vanilla speedrun of the game and you end up in that room, something has gone very wrong.
You should have taken a left turn at Albuquerque.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That explains it.
Okay, so we are now into the back of Thieves Town. Yeah, one of these dungeons. Ganon's Tower, and we're still looking for the big key there, so it looks like our prediction there in chat gonna have our big key hiding in right side or back there, so congratulations if you got that one right. Gammachuu setting up a... This is not the Armos Knight's kill that I'm familiar with there, but yeah, that was perfect.
I love to see
Spot.
3
Nice.
green 20s. Beautiful.
Oh man, so yeah, after this, I think Gammachoo's gonna go and buy himself a lottery ticket. That's kind of nice. And unfortunately, it looks like we've got a big key either in Tile Room or it's gonna be in Compass Room. Find out real quick because we're gonna go to Compass Room first, as Obscure is quickly running out of places for it to be in Misery Mire. Now, and Gammachoo's out of keys here, so he's going to have to make sure that he goes all the way over to, all the way over to the kind of hallway there where there's going to be one key, and then he'll mirror out from there. There might also be, if the big key's in here, there's also a pretty good chance that there is a small key as well.
And there you have it.
There it was. Yep, and yeah, that's gonna probably be pretty much it there. I don't. It looks like Obscure is heading in the right direction. Hopefully, not gonna go to Thieves Town. Hopefully, we'll do. It looks like okay. Yeah, it looks like he's heading to Hammer Pegs. So this is good for him. Gonna be too little, too late at this point, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll probably see him climbing up to GT around the time Gammachuu finishes.
Yeah, unfortunately, it does kind of look like that's what's likely to happen here. Gammachuu very likely has got this in hand and will be moving on to the finals. Still time, things could happen, but I mean, it would, as practiced as these runners are, and to be honest, Gammachuu still has not dropped a solitary match this entire tournament. I don't think all of a sudden he's going to forget how to do GT.
No, especially because quite seriously, you don't get to this point in the tournament without knowing the heck out of GT. A lot of early racers are like, well, why should I practice Ganon's Tower? It's hard and it's not fun. First of all, you're wrong. It is fun. But more importantly, it's a thing you're doing every single race. It tests everything you're doing in the game. You just practice the heck out of it, and the rest of your gameplay gets better. And leads to gauntlet runs like Gammachuu just had there.
Yep, where it's basically over, and that'll be that. Now, Gammachuu not having a ton of magic here, but he's got Lamp, I want to say he's got 2 blue potions just from Swamp Palace, probably. Yeah, looks like there's 2 of them in there. Used one of them. And yeah, no, I agree with you here. The other thing is you don't necessarily even really have to like fire up like a practice hack or anything like that and go through and grind GT. Like if you just play the game enough, you're doing GT every time. You're gonna get good at this. Like it just, if you keep doing it, you'll eventually get to the point where Ganon's Tower will just kind of become second nature to you. That's when you start trying to do it like swordless or like, with only bow or something crazy like that. And that's when you can start challenging yourself to be silly about it.
If I want to do that, I'll just go play cross keys.
That's what I play. Amount of times I found a moon pearl at the top of GT. Ugh. Yeah. Don't even. that's gonna be another fun tournament coming up here pretty soon. Like pretty much immediately once this this tournament concludes here, there's gonna be a cross keys tournament coming up, as Gammachuu just completely destroys poor Moldorm there, and we're on to AGA2, and then that's gonna kind of be it.
Oh, you'll love to see a triple like that.
That was not even an easy triple, too. That. All right.
I like the use of the cape here so that he can spin, but be protected against the other shots.
Man, yeah, no, that is a strat that I honestly had never even considered, and that is really, really, really good there. Well, either way, AGA2 is down, and we are on to we're on to fight Ganon here. So as soon as Gammachuu gets in here, he's gonna have to deal with a little bit of difficulty, just because we mentioned before, we do not have silvers here, so gonna have to not looking to get the 1-in-1, unfortunately. Gonna make sure that he refills his health there, because I guess he took an additional hit.
Yeah, he just kind of walked into Ganon. Again, I appreciate the heads-up play of, well, 1-in-1's not happening. Let me just make sure I don't take the death.
Well, this second phase is going about as well as you could possibly ask for. You got Ganon in the top right corner, which just means you can just wail on him without actually taking without really even being in danger. And we're now setting up. We've got to get the torch glitch here as soon as we get through phase 3. Uh-oh, what happened? That's concerning.
There we go.
Okay, okay, we're good.
Fine. We're in phase 4. It's not fine. We missed the torch glitch. That's what Have Magic is for.
Oh man, the timing of that made me very nervous. I started checking a whole bunch of things, making sure the hamster didn't fall off the wheel. Like we just to see if we were good here. Looks like so on our way to through phase 4 right now. Gammachuu, like you mentioned, they're not getting the torch glitch, which is, not ideal. But does have this blue potion that he can use.
Yo, shoutouts to Swamp Palace.
I mean, you didn't give us a sword today, but you made our Ganon fight actually doable. All right, and Obscure goes ahead, picks up that his third sword. Unfortunately for him, not mirroring out, so he is not going to go over to the right side. Not going to matter. Gammachuu goes ahead, and that takes down Ganon, and Gammachuu has booked his ticket into the finals. He will be matching up against Dante. We will get those times to you as soon as we can here. But go ahead, get your GGs into chat for your first place finisher today. Gammachuu finishing with a time of 1:22.12. Great tournament, great run continues for Gammachuu. Unfortunately for Obscure, that is going to do it for him. That's going to be his tournament. But also make sure get your GGs into chat there for Obscure. It looks like he has gone ahead and put in a forfeit for this race, electing not to go ahead and continue. But great running from both racers today.
Yeah, don't let the disparity of a GT distract you from the fact that Gammachuu and ObscureLifeForm both made some pretty wild plays today that, paid out in impressive ways. Obscure's round-the-world bomb trip, still something I'm a huge fan of. Yeah, even despite the time sink. Super fun to see him actually pull that off. As both runners join us here. GG's to you both, and congratulations to Gammachuu for advancing to the finals. Still not losing the game.
Yo, thanks. GG's to you, Obscure.
Yeah, GG's, Gamma. Well played.
Yeah, so this was all right. Kind of sucked where the hammer was.
So yeah, you guys definitely had to run around to go get that thing. Obscure, you had that really okay, I gotta ask about the Pyramid Fairy there, because you drilled that bomb all the way around the world there.
Yeah, one of my friends was asking why I didn't do it through the Southway is because I don't actually know that setup. So, but when I got that really early lamp from Skullwoods and then found the mirror, I was like, well, Agger 1's in Logic. We still haven't got Hammer. That Hammer's probably in Pyramid Fairy. And I was like, I'd rather just walk through this. And yeah, and then it just kind of accidentally found the hammer. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, well, whoops. At least I can check this out here. Like, if this is like flute or something, I was like, then I'm very close to go mode.
Oh no, you were definitely right about it being pyramid, but you just unfortunately was on the outside, not the inside that time. But yeah, that was an interesting play. So you did a lot of like not going to mini Moldorm and things like that. Gamma, you were very thorough on this seed here. Was that just kind of like a conscious choice there?
No, I felt like that was probably going to be my defeat because, that early desert play, I ended up making it when I found the mints. I'm like, I should just go straight to Dark World. But, if I've had book early on, I usually tend to feel like there's a mirror or flute in there somewhere in desert. And I just figured, I'll just clear that front since I'm going to have to clear that anyways. I'll clear it when I find the flute later. And I'll just end it with Zagina's Cave. And of course the flute was in there, but it was firelocked, so I didn't come back till much later. And then all that overworld clear just felt pretty dirty, not really paying off much of that. So I did not feel too good when I found the hammer because I did a lot of things before going over to East Dark World.
Yeah, and then you guys ended up. It was kind of interesting because you guys basically kind of were matched up pretty equally, even though you definitely took different routes through this. Like Obscure, you decided to skip like Lost Woods and stuff. We were concerned for a longest time that was going to come back and bite you there. Why? I guess yeah. What was your thinking there?
Well, I kind of routed CAC wrong. So
Okay.
I done CAC. I was supposed to go through Lost Wood, check Lumberjack, and then go up the mountain. But then I went and decided to go check Lumberjack. Lumberjack. And then I was like, oh wait, I either go to Lost Woods or climb the mountain. I was like, well, I'm just gonna go up the mountain. And then then I went to South Shore, and then I just never really went back there until later, and I found the mirror, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go do Skull Woods. It's a 5/6. Agger's in Logic. Let me go do Pyramid Fairy, and I can mirror over. I don't even think I didn't go back to the Thieves' chest. Oh damn! Now you've said that, I just realized I still was left a check in there.
Yeah, no, yeah, you left that there. At
Yeah.
one point. We were watching you because you got the book, so you of course went and checked Ped, and then you saved and quit from Ped.
Yeah, it took a moment. I was like, should I check Ped or check that item? I was like, what's the chances it's the item? It's got more chances it's going to be pedestal, right?
Well, I mean, especially with one-off checks there, Gamma, you went back for those hammer pegs, kind of by itself. Like there wasn't really anything else you were checking. Well, what brought you back towards that area?
After Swamp Palace, the only thing I got out of that was shovel. So I'm like, I kind of want to do the shovel, and if I do that check, I kind of want to do hammer pig since I'm gonna be close. Hammer pigs and powder. I had powder as well that I got from I don't remember where I got it. I'm like, I'll probably just combo in these two and then maybe Pyramid Fairy into Ice Palace, because I had done so much Overworld. The only things I had left in the Overworld was that was it. That and Spike Cave too. So I just full cleared too much, and I was not feeling too hot. So I just, get these checks out of the way. I'm going to do Shovel, because, you tend to avoid Ice Palace if you don't have Cane, right? And I was kind of doing that, hoping to see maybe I could find it before touching Ice Palace, and I did. So that felt good, at least.
Well, yeah, that was the big difference. In the end, there is you got to that Cane before Obscure did, and then we got to see basically the giant difference between being able to do Icebreaker versus doing the Ice Palace bomb jump there. It's just you guys entered at around the same time, but I think Gamma, you ended up leaving a good like 2 to 3 minutes ahead, and there's just kind of where it was.
Ice Palace, it just saves a massive amount of time, so it felt good to find it before Clear Nice.
Well, Obscure, there you unfortunately this is basically the end with you. I think, do we have is there a basically a third place matchup between you and Zelga going to be coming up here, or?
Yeah, I believe we've got the third place matchup, so should be just a little bit of fun before the exciting final.
There, that'll be worth looking for sure there. Other than that, Gammachuu, you are headed on to the finals there against Dante there. So any thoughts on that? You haven't dropped a single game yet, right?
Yeah, every match that keeps coming up from since my last opponent, I just kept telling myself, this is not gonna continue. There's no way I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna lose a match here. This is it. That's what I kind of go in with that mindset. And it's just, there's a lot of luck that it kind of plays into this. So I kind of feel good. I kind of had that going along with me. So, I really hope it continues with Dante. I've seen him play, and that dude is really good. And, I'm just a bit nervous. Hopefully it continues. But, I want to say I guarantee you I will not go undefeated. I'm sure he's going to be able to knock a win or two off of me. So, go ahead and quote me on that. There's no way. I would not believe I'm gonna go through this all the way undefeated. It's incredible, but yeah, that's just pure luck on my end.
Well, I mean, you say that, but I mean, we've all been watching you play. I mean, that cold stare kill you had today was just picture perfect. So
that was spicy.
Yeah, half magic does help quite a bit.
Well, I guess that's pretty much all we've got for today. So you guys, any final thoughts here before we wrap this up and get ready for the finals and everything?
Not just thanks to Philion and you, Days Cloud, for doing commentaries. Super appreciate you guys doing that, along with the tracker here. I can't say the name, I'm sorry. But
Sammy.
Yeah, Sammy. Okay, Sammy. Thanks for tracking, and yeah, thanks for putting on this restream. Super appreciate you guys, and again, GG's and good luck to Obscure next week.
Yeah, just to mirror what you just said there, Gamma, just thanks for everything, putting this on. It was a good race. I enjoyed that seed, even though it's unfortunate I lost, but it was a lot of fun to play that. It's a lot of fun to be in this tournament, and yeah, best of luck, and I'll be rooting for you.
Yo, thanks, man.
And I guess with that, we're gonna go ahead and probably go ahead and wrap this thing up for the day here. So, like we said earlier, we are gonna have to see exactly what time the two runners are gonna have to get together and decide what times are good for them. So no information on any sort of on the finals quite yet, but as soon as you do that, make sure to just stay tuned to all of the SpeedGaming family and networks. Make sure that you take a look at the schedules there. As soon as we know when the when the finals will take place, it'll get popped up on the stream. On the schedule, we will definitely make sure to get that extremely interesting race coming up here. Yeah, other than that, finally, this has been a ton of fun here. I spent half the seat trying not to laugh. But yeah, thanks for coming with me today. And
Oh yeah, this was good times. I like the parts where the runners did the things, and then we talked about it. It's a good time. And hey, thanks chat for watching. All right, bye everyone. See you later for the finals and bronze match when they should pop up. Play more video games.